Hey guys, I forgot about the IGN footage. That Oops. Okay. Um. Wow. I'm stupid. Fuck. Okay. Hang on. Let me. I. I completely forgot. Oh my god. Okay. There's chat. Well, I don't need it actually. Okay. I forgot the footage. Okay. Hang on. All right. Let's rewind. Hang on. Let me make sure. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me skip through the. Come on. Turn it down a little bit because it's loud for me. Okay, hey, come on. I don't know how long this is. I don't know. I don't know how long this is. That's Sonic, guys. I saw him earlier.
Sonic's done a lot in 30 years. He's been a pioneer of the high-speed 2D platformer, an
Uh-huh.
Olympic athlete, a
Yup.
respectable kart racing enthusiast, a fighter, a TV star, and a Hollywood blockbuster movie star as well.
Yep.
But
Sonic
he's
sure
never
has
done
been those
open
things.
world. And Sonic Frontiers fixes to change that. I was fortunate enough to be one of the first people outside of Sonic Team to go hands-on with Sonic Frontiers, and let me just say, if you're worried about how the blue blur will fare in this unfamiliar genre, well, I think Crush 40 probably put it best. Open your heart, it's gonna be alright.
Okay, alright, thanks. Thanks for telling us that.
The first thing that struck me about Sonic Frontiers was how uniquely somber and serene it was right from the outset. After flying into a wormhole with Tails and Amy, Sonic finds himself separated from his friends and all alone on an isolated island.
With Tails and
nothing but
Amy?
an AI
Okay,
voice
alright.
guiding him to collect
Story.
Chaos Emeralds. There's no one
Chaos
to
Emeralds,
bounce
yo, they're
things
back!
off of, no energetic Crush 40 soundtrack, just wide open fields as far as the eye can see. There's an air of mystery in Sonic Frontiers, and it's a vibe that's driven home even further by the beautiful yet minimalist piano melodies that accompany Sonic as he explores the island.
Honestly, yeah, same here. A good Sonic RPG could be great. I mean, okay, honestly, I thought Chronicles was fine, but you know,
very intentional choice.
I get
asked
people
Sonic
not
Team
liking
head
it.
Takashi Iizuka to describe how the tone of Sonic Frontiers differs from previous Sonic games, and he said, past games in the Sonic series have taken different tones depending on their stories and themes. This time, these mysterious islands are the game's major setting. That's why our artists have worked hard to create
Every single person loves Sonic Chronicles,
the
yeah.
big new change in Sonic
Every
Frontiers
single one.
is the shift from purely linear levels to a huge open world where Sonic can freely run in any direction. But Sonic Team doesn't like to use the term open world to describe Sonic Frontiers' gameplay.
Okay.
Instead referring to its style as being open zone.
Okay.
Open world games like Zelda or other AAA games fundamentally have RPG or adventure worlds. For Sonic, the core here is a 3D action game. Our basic idea was to have that take place in open space. What sets Sonic Frontiers apart is this different approach to an open game world. Having played Sonic Frontiers for about 4 hours, it's easy to see what Iizuka-san means. Sonic Frontiers' open zone design is very different from any other open world I've played. It's a giant playground. Every few feet, there's a bumper spring that bounces you like a pinball between 5 other bumpers before putting you on one of the many grindable rail tracks.
Bumper
or a
spring.
speed ramp that sets you on a completely
I'm a
different
big
path
fan of
leading
bumper
to some
spring.
other collectible or reward. Or a line of rings that you can lightspeed dash into.
Lightspeed dash?
Taking that core appeal of every Sonic level having
I don't
paths
think that's in this
back
game.
around to the main one, and applied that to these giant non-linear open zones. One thing that has to be noted is that very few of these elements are built into the environmental design, meaning that rails, platforms, boost rings, and so on are just inexplicably floating in the air.
Okay,
all
thanks
around,
for pointing that out.
Totally unusual for a Sonic game, but it feels especially jarring in Frontiers in particular because of the frequent and sudden pop-in of these objects and the otherwise very naturalistic art.
Okay, he's actually criticizing the game, thank God.
It's worth emphasizing that this gameplay and the version that I played were from an early build, but this is definitely an area that I would hope to see improvement in the final version. Beyond that, there are also a wide variety of puzzles and challenges that are littered throughout the zone. and completing them is how you uncover sections of your map. Most of these are very simple, requiring you to orient a statue the correct way, quickly hop back and forth between colored tiles,
Wait,
or
that's
use
cool,
Sonic's
actually.
new side loop ability to draw circles
Side
around
loop?
certain objects in the environment.
Okay, it's not the
to
spin
interact with them.
side loop, I guess,
The best
okay.
ones, though, are the races against the clock where you have to get from point A to point B in a limited amount of time. The openness of Frontier's level design makes straightforward races like these a ton of fun, because you have to try and improvise a path to the end that might not be
Okay, that sounds fun,
obvious.
actually. New tricks, yo.
There are some exceptions, but combat in traditional Sonic games generally isn't a thing that goes much deeper than jumping, rolling, or using a homing attack into enemies at the right time. That changes in Sonic Frontiers, which now has you fighting all sorts of wandering enemies and mini-bosses using an all-new array of incredibly
When do we get to see the
attacks.
UI?
It's not all style and no substance, though.
Like, this is
Sonic
random, but when do we get to see the
using
UI?
bumper buttons on the gamepad, and by pressing them together, he can even
I
attacks with the
put
right
it-
timing. His
I made it
homing
flush
attack
as a
also
joke
feels
for
much
my
more powerful,
My Little
landing with a
Pony
ton of
stream,
impact, and
then I
keeping
kind of
Sonic
forgot to
stuck
get
to
rid
his
of it,
enemy,
and also I
allowing
don't care
for a
anymore.
flurry of follow-up strikes. One of the things I really appreciate about the combat from what I played is that
Wait,
there are
actually,
usually
hang on.
multiple ways to deal with specific enemies.
Okay, still showing,
Like,
alright.
take for example this guy, who has an impenetrable shell that you can expand into spinning blades and
It's
throw
me,
at.
Drake
One
from
way to
State
deal with
Farm.
him is just to
Okay,
carefully time
yeah,
your homing
I have
attacks
that.
so you don't get hit by the
Here we go.
blades. But if you do that, the window to damage him is small. To increase that window, you can either parry the blades and knock them away right before they hit you, or you can even use Sonic's side loop ability to encircle the enemy, which causes the shell to go flying upwards.
I really like that wind attack, that, like,
Defeating
spinning
these
kick.
enemies will reward you with
That's pretty
EXP that
cool.
you can use to purchase new skills from a skill tree. which
Okay, there
gives
is a skill
Sonic
tree,
Frontiers
alright.
a really nice feeling of power progression, even in just the relatively short amount of time that I played. Some of the later skills that you can get are just unbelievably cool, and it's super satisfying to see Sonic Team experiment with different ways
I also like
Sonic
that
can attack
kick.
enemies beyond just spins, jumps, and bumps. In addition to these smaller enemies, there are also a handful
Ah,
of
shit,
enormous
it's
world
a
bosses
new
that I have
Pokemon.
to contend with. These are near
I didn't know we were
shadow-like
gonna get
bosses
Scarlet
in their scale.
and
One
Violet
in
news here
particular
too.
against a beast named Asura, requiring Sonic to bait the Titan to slam the ground and then boost up its arm in order to reach the
Explosion.
weak spots on its head. It's an ambitious boss battle, far beyond anything I've seen in the Sonic series to date, but it's also the part of the game that needs the most work. Far too often, I'd fly off the boss's arm without knowing why, or I'd get to the top and for some reason lack the momentum needed to actually reach the head. Sonic must hunt down and defeat
What the-
these
what?
bosses
Oh,
or
okay,
collect
okay,
portal
alright.
cubes, which open
Oh,
up
he
portals
can find
that
them.
lead
Okay,
to
that's cool.
bite-sized linear stages, done in the style of previous Sonic games, giving Sonic Frontiers a nice mix of both old and new styles. These classic levels each come with a handful of optional goals, like beating the level under a certain time, collecting all the red rings, and so on, with each goal rewarding you with a vault key, which are needed to unlock the coveted Chaos Emeralds. Sonic
Yeah,
Frontiers is an exciting new step forward for the Sonic
Yeah,
series
that's pretty
into
much it.
uncharted
Okay, alright.
territory, and based on my time with it, Sonic Team seems to have hit upon a winning formula. There's certainly still work to be done before it's released during the holiday season. There's a lot of distracting pop-in, there's a fair amount of bugs still left to be squashed, and the big boss fights could do with some tweaking. But ultimately, my time with this early build answered the one question I had on my mind.
I'm a
Will
little
Sonic's
bit more
one-of-a-kind
confident in the
gameplay
game now.
translate into an open world? The answer is a resounding absolutely. Thanks for watching, and tune into IGN.
Like,
for
I
more
mean,
Sonic
I was like
Frontiers
okay with
coverage
it
as
before,
part of
but like
IGN First.
there was still
And for everything else,
some
keep it
stuff
here
that was
on
like,
IGN.
you know, I don't know how to describe it, but like they could have done a little bit more. Maybe add momentum, you know, that would have been pretty cool. But at the same time, I kind of get it. I guess it would be kind of hard to like design a game fully 100% around that. I don't know. From how I think of it, at least, I don't know. Okay, that was that. What else do I have to say? Sonic the Hedgehog, big Sonic the Hedgehog hater. I'm not a fan. I'm a big hater. Okay. Anyways, bye again. Bye again.